Ever get that feeling, like when you're going through something really tough and it feels like someone's got your back?
Almost like you're being watched over.
Exactly. Some might call it luck, others destiny. But what if it's something more? What if it's our guardian angels?
Today we're diving deep into the world of guardian angels, specifically through the lens of the Urantia book.
This book goes way beyond the typical angel tropes.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't about harps and halos.
No winged babies floating around.
Not at all. The Urantia book presents a really intriguing perspective on these celestial beings.
Okay, so tell me, what does it say?
Well, it claims that guardian angels are not just the stuff of myths and legends, but actual beings assigned to help us.
Help us with what?
To navigate our spiritual evolution. Think of them like cosmic guides, here to assist us in our journey of growth.
So it's not as simple as everyone just automatically getting their own guardian angel, right?
Catch it on quickly.
Yeah.
The book dives into this idea of different levels of human intellect and spirituality.
Okay, so there's like a hierarchy.
In a way, yes. It talks about subnormal, normal, and supernormal minds, and your placement on this spectrum. It determines the kind of angelic support you receive.
So where do most of us fall? I'm guessing that normal category.
Probably, right? And even within normal, there are 7 sublevels. It's like a circle, with each level signifying your progress.
Progress, in what sense?
Self-awareness, self-control, your connection to what the Urantia book calls the indwelling adjuster, this inner divine spark. And the closer you move to the center of that circle, the closer you are to this connection and to receiving personalized angelic assistance.
So it's like leveling up in a video game. The further you progress, the better your angelic support system.
It's a fascinating concept, right? It suggests that starting from the 7th level, the ratio is 1 angel per 1,000 mortals.
Wow, 1,000 people to 1 angel. Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. But then, as you reach the 3rd circle, things change. That's when you get your own personal destiny guardian.
Destiny guardian, that's intense. What does it take to get to that level? What do you have to do to attract your own personal seraphim?
The Urantia book lays out 3 main paths.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay them on me.
First, imagine making a conscious decision to embody higher moral and spiritual values. A real turning point. Not necessarily in a religious sense, but a commitment to becoming more godlike.
Like a soul upgrade. You decide to become a better version of yourself. What about the other paths?
The second path is more about gradual growth. Remember those levels of awareness we talked about? As you naturally progress through them, refining your character and deepening that connection to the divine, you essentially become more attuned, a beacon for more personalized angelic guidance.
So it's about consistency, dedicating yourself to your spiritual journey, whatever that looks like for you.
Precisely. And finally, there's a third, more mysterious path.
Oh, tell me more.
This path involves a select group. It's like they're pre-selected for unique destinies and are given a personal guardian angel right from the get-go.
Wow, fascinating. It's like some people are born with a specific purpose that requires a higher level of angelic support. Does the book give examples?
It does. It tells the story of Rantawak, the very first mortal to ever receive a personal guardian angel.
Rantawak. The name has a certain ring to it. What made him so special? Why him?
Honestly, the book is a bit vague on the specifics. It emphasizes his wisdom, though. Maybe a deep understanding of life, combined with a yearning for spiritual exploration, are key factors in attracting this personalized guidance.
That really makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, what qualities do you think might attract such dedicated support? It really shifts your perspective, doesn't it? Like you could attract that kind of attention. But let's say you've tapped into that wisdom, that spiritual awareness, and you've got your own personal seraphim. What's that look like day to day? Are we talking winning lottery tickets here?
Well, while I wouldn't rule anything out entirely, the Urantia book doesn't exactly paint that picture.
So no magic lamp wishes.
Not quite. It emphasizes that these seraphim, our guardian angels, aren't there to micromanage our lives or grant us material favors.
What do they do?
They're more like intermediaries, bridging the gap between the physical world and the spiritual realms.
Okay, but how does that actually play out in our lives?
Think of those moral dilemmas we all face. Moments where we're trying to align our actions with our highest selves.
Those crossroads, right?
Exactly. That's where our guardian angels come in.
They step in and make the decision for us.
Not at all. They respect our free will. But they might give us a little nudge in the right direction. A whisper of guidance.
It's like they're subtly steering us towards choices that resonate with our soul's growth.
Precisely. The Urantia book emphasizes that free will is paramount.
That's reassuring. So it's
Yeah.
not like we're puppets being controlled by unseen forces.
Absolutely not. We're always in the driver's seat. They're there for guidance, but the ultimate choice is always ours.
Okay, I get that. But if we're not always aware of their presence, how do they guide us?
That's where it gets really interesting. The book describes guardian angels as mind stimulators,
Mm.
prompting us to consider new perspectives.
So how do they do that?
Well, they might orchestrate our environment, placing us in specific situations, or bringing certain people into our lives.
You're saying they're cosmic matchmakers?
In a way, yes. Orchestrating those chance encounters, those serendipitous moments that can have a profound impact on our spiritual journeys.
It's like they're weaving a tapestry with us as the central thread. Have you ever felt that? Like looking back and seeing how certain events, certain people, seemingly random at the time, led you exactly where you needed to be.
Many times, that might be your guardian angel at work. Though the Urantia book does suggest that we're often blissfully unaware of their presence, at least while we're here on Earth.
Interesting. So while we're caught up in the day-to-day, these unseen forces are working behind the scenes, nudging us towards our higher selves. That's both amazing and a little unnerving. How can we be sure their influence doesn't cross a line? How do we know how much of our path is truly our own?
That's a great question and a valid concern. But remember, the Urantia book is very clear about the importance of free will. Our guardian angels can't force us to do anything we don't want to do. They can present us with opportunities, but the choice is ultimately ours.
So it's a delicate dance, this partnership between our own will and their guidance. But it's not like a contract that ends when we die, right? There are hints that this connection extends into the afterlife. It's like, you read my mind, this relationship, this bond, it's not just earthly, is it?
Not according to the Urantia book.
Mm-hmm.
It hints at something far more enduring.
So what happens when we transition, when we die? What does it say about our guardian angels?
Well, it suggests that our guardian angels become the custodians of our souls.
Wow. Our souls are entrusted to them as we navigate the afterlife. That's a beautiful thought.
It's a concept that's resonated with many. This idea that the angel who journeyed with us, who witnessed our lives, doesn't just disappear.
Right. They're there to guide us through those experiences, to help us make sense of it all.
Precisely. It speaks to a level of care and guidance that extends far beyond our earthly understanding of life and death.
This isn't just a temporary assignment for them, is it? This is a deep, enduring connection.
That seems to be the implication. And it challenges us to think about our connection to the spiritual realm in a much broader sense.
It's humbling, isn't it? To think that we might be a part of something so much grander, so beautifully complex.
It really is. And perhaps within that complexity, there's also a sense of peace. Knowing that even in those moments when we feel most alone, there's a guiding hand, a celestial companion walking beside us.
This has been an incredible exploration into the world of guardian angels, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The Urantia book offers a unique and thought-provoking perspective on their role in our lives and beyond.
It certainly makes you think, and maybe, just maybe, it encourages us to listen a little closer to those whispers of intuition, to those nudges we feel, knowing that they might be coming from a place of profound love and guidance. Until next time, keep exploring those whispers and keep seeking those answers.